What's up, guys? So this is my pool right here, and today I'm gonna tell you what I would do if I had it all over again, what I'm happy with what I've done, and what I'd recommend you do when you choose how to build your pool. I'm gonna get right into it. So first and foremost, the area near your back door, you need a lot of decking, like a lot of decking, okay? Because one of the things I didn't realize when I was building it is you end up congregating and wanting to sit near your back door so that you can go in and out to grab food, beverages, adjust the radio if your radio is inside sending to the speakers. You're always going in and out when you have parties, right? So I would highly recommend that your congregation area be right next to the back door. We built a huge amount of decking here, and all the way in the distance over there. But the fact is that the decking near the back door is what gets used. I'm very happy that we put the hot tub right next to the back door. I didn't realize it when we were building this pool, but for every 7 to 10 times that I use this hot tub, the pool gets used once. So if you build a pool and a hot tub, that hot tub will get used way more. So much so that I've actually told my wife that in the future, if we move to a different house, I can definitely go without building a pool again. I enjoy this pool. I wouldn't need a pool, but I definitely, moving forward, will always have a hot tub, whether it be an in-ground one or above ground. The hot tub is the bigger value here as far as I'm concerned. And the thing is that I'll go sit in the hot tub on a hot day and not turn the heat on it, and it'll just be like a comfortable sitting swimming pool, right? And then, of course, in the winter, you can use it for the hot tub stuff. When you build your hot tub, one of the things we did is we built the bench seating around in a horseshoe, which allows me to have somebody sitting here and here. But if you build bench seating right here, you don't get use of the corners, and people don't think about that. No one can sit in the corner seats if this is a bench going across. You can, but it's not as useful. I like the horseshoe seating, and then I like the step in so that it's a gradual step down. So I'm very happy we did that. On the water features, one of the things I didn't realize is on our pool, we have got, for water features, one bubbler, and then we have one waterfall, okay? You can see we got the bubbler there, and we got the waterfall over there, all right? I didn't realize this going into this, but the amount of electricity that the bubbler uses for the pump, it's a tremendous amount of electricity, because what's going on is it's pushing water from 6 inches to a foot lower up, and so it's pushing it. The waterfall, it just kind of drops out, right? So when you're looking at building your pool, I would recommend that you consider the amount of electricity that the pumps are going to use to power these features. If I had it all over again, I probably would do 2 or 3 waterfalls and skip the bubbler, or 2 and 3 waterfalls and just use the bubbler rarely. But that's definitely something to consider. The wall is a must-have, okay? Our kids, whenever they have friends over, they get on the wall, they go to the middle, they jump off into the deepest part, and I got to tell you what, they love it. In Texas, it's illegal for the pool contractors to put in diving boards now, so it's good to have something that the kids can jump off and have fun with. So I'm really happy we did that. This tanning ledge, our tanning ledge is 15 feet wide. It doesn't need to be. I would say that you get by with a tanning ledge that's probably 6, 7, 8 feet wide. Let's see here. We've got some bench seating over here on the far end, and it gets used. Definitely consider putting in the bench seating, just because a lot of times when you're in the pool, you're not really swimming. You might be just sitting there having a drink, hanging around, chatting with friends. I would say that, again, I would have the bench seating close to your back door, because that's where everyone's going to end up congregating. So if you have to choose one or the other, the part of your pool that's far away from the back door, that should be the area where like kids are jumping in and having a blast and partying and maybe swimming. The part that's near the back door needs to be the sitting and doing nothing but having a drink type deal. buy the cleaner. It seems like it's an indulgence, but you definitely need it. This, if you like the look of this particular pool, this is the second to the darkest PebbleTec that they sell, okay? If I had it all over, I'd probably go with the darkest one. I think they call it Opal or Negro or something like that. It's definitely not overly dark right now. And when the guy was explaining the different PebbleTecs to us, he told us, he said, well, if you go with the really, really dark PebbleTec, it might make the pool too hot in the summer. Even when this pool is piss warm, I'm not uncomfortable in it. It's still nice to be out in it. It still feels cooler than not being in the pool. So if you are thinking, you know, the look that we have, the look that we were going for when we built this pool is what they call kind of a lagoon coloring, right? So this isn't a lagoon style pool, but the coloring, we wanted a lagoon style. And if you're thinking about pulling the trigger on an even darker, go for it. Definitely go for it. Let's see here. This is travertine decking, and in Texas, I would either do this or salted concrete. So the travertine does a really good job of making it so that your feet aren't like cooking on it. It wicks heat away, but in order for the travertine to actually be successful in wicking heat, your underlayment has to be done properly. You can't put travertine over pavement and still get the heat wicking effect. It has to be travertine over like dirt and stuff like that. So highly recommend the travertine if it's in your budget. It did definitely. I think our travertine jumped our pool budget by something like 15 or 20,000. It was a pile of money. Make sure that your guys put these drains periodically in your decking, and make sure that the decking has a slight slope that goes to the drains. We've been to friends' houses where they skip putting in the drains, and then there will be pools of water on the decking, which is just, you know, if this added anything, it was dollars and cents. It wasn't a lot. What else would I recommend? We have a chlorine pool, and I'm happy with it. My understanding is that the chlorine is has more problems, but they're less costly problems. So I'm probably getting that wrong though. So just disregard that I just said that and look up for yourself whether you should go with chlorine or salt. We are happy with the chlorine, and I was able to balance it within maybe 3 weeks of playing with it. At first it seems tough, but it's not tough. You don't really need to hire a company. You sure can if you want to. If you can afford to pay somebody to do it, then go ahead and have at it. Just for me, I enjoy doing yard work, and I also enjoy doing the pool, and it wasn't that tough to figure out. Let's see here. What else about the pool? Let's see here. We did looters around the edge. You can do whatever you want. We liked how the looters kind of broke up the texture of the pool. What else is there to note? Oh, buy a good brush, by the way. Brushing the pool is a big job, and if you don't have a good brush, it sucks. I bought this one on Amazon, and it's got these rounded bristles on the edges. Definitely worth doing, getting a good brush as opposed to the one that they're just going to give you. I think that's probably it for today, but if you do have any questions, go ahead and post them below. This video probably won't get a bazillion clicks, but I'll do my best to answer any questions if you have them. All right, guys, have a good day.